Oh my god.
This is the last one. This is the last point.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
What? Talia, why so this random call?
I just wanted to ask you if you have these, okay, I don't know what animal this is called, but I was wondering if you have it like in Peru. Can I describe it to you?
Wait.
What's up, everyone? I am Tony, and this is a TLZ podcast. First of all, Happy New Year to everybody that is watching right now. Hopefully, 2021 will be a better year for everybody, unlike 2020, which has been pretty bad with COVID and everything. Besides that, we have a special guest today, Talia. She's a 5-time Junior Pan Am gold medalist from Team Canada. And she also has a YouTube channel that everyone can check out. I'll put the link in my description down below. And also make sure to click the like button and the subscribe button for us. Show that support for that from our channel. That is greatly appreciated. And make sure to follow both of us on Instagram, which will also be in my description down below. So let's get into the podcast today. Thank you for joining us, Talia.
Thanks for
Welcome to
having
the
me.
podcast. For sure. So let's get into it. How did you get introduced to badminton?
I actually got introduced to badminton through my parents. They used to take private lessons with my very first badminton coach. His name is Efendi. And I think I was really young when I first met Effendi, and I was probably like 7 maybe, and they would take private lessons and I just run around the court and stack the birds and like make it super long around the court.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think at that time my dad asked him like if I had potential to play badminton, and at that time he said that I was too young and he told me to go back to dancing because I used to also do like dance as an extracurricular.
Yeah.
So I went back to dancing, and then I think like a couple years later, I started doing like Sunday classes at his club, like beginner classes, just once a week. And then I played my first tournament and I got second, and my parents were so surprised. And then and then I just started training more and more starting then, and I got more and more competitive and into like tournaments and stuff. So yeah.
Nice. So just started with, your parents playing, right? Because I know your parents are a big fan of the sport too, and I see them around in your tournaments. But you did mention you first started training in Badminton Training Center with Coach Efendi, but you moved to OBA in 2017. Why did you decide to make that move?
I decided to move because I felt like I was in my comfort zone for too long. Because by 2017, that's when I moved, and I would have trained with Effendi at Badminton for I think like around 8 years already, and that's a very long time. And I feel like when you stay in your comfort zone for too long, your comfort zone gets smaller and smaller. And so I decided to move, like reach out of my comfort zone. And also I feel like different coaches have different things to teach, and I like learning from different coaches because I learn a lot more. So yeah, that's why I decided to move.
Nice. Also, I think Brian also trains in OBA, right? Brian Yang?
Not now, but I don't know if he used to. No, he never did. He switched from Badminton to Mandarin.
Oh.
But he did train with the head coach of OBA. His name is William. He used to take private lessons with William too. Yeah.
Did you ever have a chance to train with him? I think you mentioned it like before we started doing the podcast.
Like Brian?
Yeah.
Like we were always training during the same team training session, but I usually like didn't train with him because he usually trained with like Jason and like John Lai and like the coaches, and then I trained mostly with Katie, Catherine, like those like girls basically. Yeah.
Nice. We were talking about this beforehand, and I told you I was gonna ask you this. I think a lot of people said you had a thing with Brian. Can you clear that up for us?
We didn't have a thing. We were just really close, I guess. We used to talk a lot more, like text and stuff, but like we kind of, I don't know. grew apart, I guess. We don't really
Yeah.
talk anymore. Yeah, we don't really text
Hmm.
either. I think he's doing well though. He's like training full time now. He's like playing tournaments.
Is he going to
Yeah,
college
but
right now? Like, does he still do
um
college?
I think he's doing online,
Oh,
but I'm not really sure.
uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he's training full time.
Hmm.
Yeah, at Mandarin.
I see. I see.
Hmm.
Nice. Yeah, I've known Brian before too, and he seems really quiet all the time. He doesn't really talk too much. Like even I remember we went to a party after Pan Am's one year, and he'd just sit there, and he wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Like he's that type of guy. He's just very quiet. But
Yeah, he's really shy. Like everyone tells me that. They're like, "Oh my God, like he seemed like so quiet and stuff." But
yeah,
I feel like once you get to know him and like you warm up to him, then like he talks more.
yeah,
So, yeah,
I'm sure.
yeah. Hmm.
But what does your like regular training day schedule look like? Without COVID, without
Mm,
COVID.
like like in high school or in university?
Like
Because
when
it's
you
very
were,
different.
how about both? Just give us like an insight on both.
Okay, so in high school, I trained a lot. Like
Hmm.
I think 6 days a week, which is like a lot. I think
Hmm.
like 20 hours a week. That includes like private lessons, team training, fitness, ladder, like all of that. And extra because I like stay and do extra by myself also sometimes. Um, yeah, so I go to school like pretty far, like it's like downtown. So my parents usually drive me to training right after school. I eat in the car or I nap in the car. And then I train like my private or like team training for like around 2 hours or 3 hours per day,
Yeah.
and then I go home, do my homework, and then yeah, that's like basically every day in high school.
Uh-huh.
On the weekends was more training, probably like 3 to 4 hours, and like weights and fitness. So yeah, a lot of training in high school.
Hmm.
And then when I started university, because my university is really far from my club, like it's an hour, at least an hour drive. So I also stayed in my dorm first year, so I didn't like train as much. I trained with like the school team, which had some like my old teammates trained like at school. So I trained with them a little bit. And I also trained on the weekends. Like I'd come out, my parents would drive me out back to Markham every weekend. So I trained back in my club on the weekends. And I also go to the gym when I'm at school.
Mm.
So yeah, but it was like a lot less training. Like I only had private lessons, maybe like altogether, like 7 hours a week. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're like
Hmm.
a second year, right, in college?
Now I'm second year.
Now second year. And
Yeah.
like what would your goal be like for now for badminton?
Right now, like I'm just like playing, like staying fit,
Hmm.
like playing tournaments still and stuff. But I also want to study at the same time because I want to do med school and I want to become a surgeon maybe if I'm able to.
Yeah.
Um, but I want to keep my options open just in case I do want to go to the Olympics in the future.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm doing both right now, like
I
school
see.
and badminton.
Yeah, and it's pretty. I'm guessing you're pretty busy these days too with both of those, and you do YouTube. And I've actually seen
Yeah.
like a couple videos of yours, and they're really nice. Like,
Mm.
I hate doing editing, so like I know how
Mhm.
much work it is, But yeah, how do you
Yeah.
find the time to even do that? Like put with YouTube and everything like that.
I literally don't. So I only post YouTube videos when I go to tournaments.
Hmm.
And because I originally decided to start this, like my YouTube channel, because I wanted to like share my experience with everyone, like my travels, like like my badminton journey and like my tournaments and what it's like being an athlete that like travels and stuff. Um, but now since there's no tournaments, I'm literally just doing like whatever videos on my channel.
Yeah.
And it's hard to edit. Like it takes a long time to edit.
Hmm.
So yeah, I only do it when I have time. And for second year, I thought second year would be easier than first year, but turns out it's like way harder. And I like had no time to post
Hmm.
YouTube videos. And I'm also taking 6 courses instead of 5 right now because I'm trying to overload now so I can graduate early. Just in case like I want to take a gap year and like travel, or if I want to train like full time and like see where it goes. So yeah, I only post YouTube videos when I'm free or when I have time.
Yeah. Dang, that's a
Yeah.
lot of classes. 5 and 6 courses. That's a lot.
Yeah, like 5 is a full course load, but I asked them if I could do 6 so I can
For us,
graduate early.
I think like our maximum is like 4 classes. That's like the max you can take.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Oh,
dang, that's a lot
damn.
of classes. But anyway,
Yeah.
back to training. You did mention you trained in the GuangZhou province team, for 3 years every single summer. What was that training like in China?
It was very tough. It was very hot because there was
Uh,
no air conditioning and it was the summer. It was like 30 something degrees
yeah.
every single day and
Mhm.
I literally died. Like I remember the first couple of days I was there, because I would go like from Canada to Hong Kong because my
Mhm.
parents are from Hong Kong, so they have family there. And then I wouldn't play in Hong Kong for those couple of days, and then I'd go to China. And then I remember like the first couple of days were hell, like they were so bad.
Yeah.
And I also trained with the guys team because I didn't have connections, but like my aunt and my parents had connections
Mhm.
to the coach who coached the guys team. So I followed them, which was like harder because yeah, I followed like the number of like rounds they ran, like
Mhm.
not like the weights, but like the number of reps and whatever. Like I
Yeah.
would follow them for all that. So it was like a challenge. Um, but yeah, I think it was good for me. And that's
Yeah.
why I went back there like another 2 years. So I went there 3 years for the summer now.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's really
Nice.
helpful. Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually trained in China before too, in like the province team in our hometown. And
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't know, for me, the experience was a little different. I mean, it was tough. Like that part was the same,
Mm-hmm.
it was tough. Like I went
Yeah.
during the summer as well, because that's like the only time for us when we're free. And it's
Yeah.
like so hot. I was like the place that I trained was near Beijing. So it's like super hot, like 40 degrees, like, and
Mm-hmm.
you can't breathe. It's like when in China, when it's
Yeah.
hot, it's not just like, the sun is hot. It's like humid and like you
Yeah.
can't breathe. And we had to run like, I remember like 20 laps around like the track or something. It was crazy. And so I,
Mm-hmm.
I definitely agree. It's definitely really hard when you train in China. But for me, like I
Yeah.
kind of didn't like the environment that it was kind of built. I mean, I know every province team is different, so you can let me know how it was for you. But for me,
Mm-hmm.
it was like some of the players were super cocky, and like maybe they weren't that good, but they thought they were like super good and stuff. And then there were players who were lazy or like had these bad like attitudes, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think
Mm-hmm.
because like a lot of them like they get in through connections, because obviously it's China and people use connections, so sometimes they
Yeah.
may not be that good and they get in, and it's like, you know what I mean? Is that the same for like the
Yeah. Yeah.
Guangzhou province team?
I don't think so. I thought everyone was pretty nice and like chill, but at the same
Mhm.
time, there's a language barrier for me
Yeah.
because in Guangzhou, like people speak Canto and Mando,
Hmm.
but I only speak Canto, and I felt like most of them spoke only Mando, so it was like difficult for
Yeah.
me. And also I was training with the guys team, and like I feel like I was kind of like, the odd one out because like I
Yeah.
was like the only girl and it was like kind of awkward.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. But okay, like also when I was training in China, like I felt kind of lonely, but I thought that was like good for me also because then I can focus on badminton. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like also because like I don't know anyone from Guangzhou.
Hmm.
So I like couldn't be like, oh hey, like you want to hang out, like,
Yeah.
yeah, and I couldn't speak Mandarin. Well, I can speak like a little bit, but like I'm not like fluent. So yeah. And also it's like everything's blocked there. So it's not
Mhm.
like I could go on Instagram and be like, hey, like what's up to my friends? Like
Yeah.
nothing, like I literally couldn't do anything when I was there. So my focus was like mainly on badminton, and I think like that really helped me improve.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Hmm.
And also the language barrier was like such an issue because the coach would talk to the team in Mandarin and like say like the drill and like what's happening this week or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And once I was like I stand with them obviously even though I don't really understand. I
Yeah.
just stand there and I like try to like understand, and like I think once he said something and I thought he said we were going mountain climbing. And then I like didn't know. So then I asked like my one of my roommates. I was like, "Oh, like so what am I supposed to like bring like mountain climbing? Like am I supposed to bring like special shoes or something?" And she
Yeah.
was like, "Huh? We're not like going mountain climbing." I was like, "Oh, I thought That's what he said. And then
Uh-huh.
she was like, no. So yeah, that was really awkward.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the language barrier was definitely an issue. But then I asked him like if he could like translate it to me after and like say it in Cantonese to me so I
Yeah,
would understand. Yeah.
I see. That's pretty funny.
Ways.
I mean,
Yeah.
you did also live in the dorm with them, right? With everybody else in the, province
Yeah.
team dorm. What was
Hmm.
that like?
Tough again. Um, I never really like knew what I was going into until I was like there.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't that bad. Like the room's not that bad itself because I shared it with three other girls and like there were bunk beds. But like the bathroom situation was a little
What happened?
interesting.
What happened?
Okay, like you know those like washrooms in like China, it's not like our bathrooms here.
Yeah.
They're like a hole in the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
I had that in my room. Well, not in my room. It was like separated kind of. And
Mm-hmm.
like it was also where the shower was. And whenever I showered, I just had to be like right beside the thing, like the hole in the ground. And I literally thought like I was gonna like drop something in it or like step in it or something
Yeah.
because it was like quite small also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I have like normal bathrooms and I like my shower at home. I'm
Yeah.
like grateful for it,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
after it like going there and like seeing like the environment they live in and like comparing it to what I have, like I'm a lot more grateful for
Yeah.
what I have,
Yeah.
which is also something like I gained from like traveling to GuangZhou and training with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when I went to the province team to train, I visited their dorm, because we eventually made some friends in the team, and we went in the
Hmm.
dorm to see, and it's a really small like dorm, like the room is like very small with the bunk beds and everything, and then there's
Yeah.
just clothes hanging on this
Oh my
everywhere,
God. Yeah.
clothes hanging
Laundry.
everywhere, yeah, laundry in the
Yes.
room, yeah, because
Yes.
I don't think they use the dry, like they don't have a dryer or anything like that,
Mm-hmm.
so they just hang it
Yeah.
up everywhere.
Yeah. So when I was in China, I had to do my laundry too, and like it would take forever to dry,
Yeah.
like forever because it was so humid. Like
Mm-hmm.
my socks would never dry, and it was such an issue because I was like training there, so I didn't bring like that much clothes, right? So I'd have
Yeah.
to wash it like pretty often and like hang it and stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
like when it's raining, it's even worse because it's even more humid.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a struggle.
Mm-hmm. I can imagine. But what is like the schedule, like a regular schedule for like these Chinese players?
Training 6 days a week. They get one day off.
Mhm.
That's Sunday. And it's like 2 sessions per day, through 2 3-hour sessions. So the first one is 8:30 to 11:30,
Mm-hmm.
and then the second one's like 3 to 6. So in between, we shower, eat lunch, and nap. And usually in the morning too, like before breakfast, like 7:30 or 7ish, like we go out and like jog and like
Mm-hmm.
stretch. Yeah. And then yeah, like half the day, like there's 2 sessions, right? So half the day is usually like drills or like games or like on court stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other half of the day is weights and fitness.
Yeah. So every day you would have
Mhm.
that, the same,
Mhm.
skills and then weight, skills and then weight.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. But
and
it's
it's
like
very,
different every day. Like
yeah,
different drill, different like let's say I do weights for arms today, like next day will maybe be like legs.
yeah,
So it's like alternating, yeah.
yeah. I think that's like one of the bigger advantages that, these players have because it's so like organized. Like that's the schedule that you have to follow every single time. You don't, you can't take days off for like school or anything because they don't have school, right? And
Yeah.
that's the only thing they focus on. So if people, people wonder why, like sometimes if you're training in the US or Canada, I'm sure like it's easy to have like you can't go to training that day or something like they don't
Yeah.
you cannot do that in China,
Yeah.
you get
Yeah.
beat
It's
by the coach, like
yeah,
they'll be pissed.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's completely different. Like for us, I feel like badminton is more like a recreational sport. Like,
Mhm.
oh, like I want to, so I'm going.
Yeah.
But for them, it's like their life,
Yeah.
Like if you play bad or if your performance is not good at like a tournament,
Mhm.
if you get kicked out, like it's over,
Yeah.
And they need to like I feel like their families aren't like that, well off.
Mhm.
So it's like rough for them if they get
Yeah.
kicked out. So they really need to like train hard and like take it seriously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. But in 2016, you trained in Canada, and in China, but in 2016 you played the Hong Kong junior tournament, right? How was that tournament impactful for you in your badminton career?
It was definitely a confidence booster because I have issues with my confidence. Like I'm never really confident in myself. And I feel like that tournament really like helped me improve my confidence because I was going into the tournament like I didn't know anyone because I never played any Hong Kong tournaments. And at that time I was also training in GuangZhou, so I would take the train like in between, and the games were like spread out between like weekends. So then I would like train in GuangZhou for a week and then take the train to Hong Kong and then play my match and then like go back and forth.
Yeah.
And I also think that helped because my coach would like know what to do and like be like, oh, like you need to work on this like right before your game or like right before like soon before like your match. And I played singles and mixed in my age category, and I won singles and mixed. I think singles was like my main focus. Mixed was just like for fun with my cousin. But yeah, I don't know, I didn't have that much pressure going into the tournament because I didn't know anyone. And I knew that like good people were gonna play because it was like a Hong Kong like tournament, and like usually the people in the junior Hong Kong team would play this tournament. And yeah, so like not much pressure going in. I didn't know anyone. And then the first game I remember, I like this is like a vivid memory. I don't know why. I like walked onto the court and I was like in like my badminton stuff. And like the person I was playing at the time, I didn't know she was from like the junior Hong Kong team, but she was wearing like a t-shirt and like shorts as if like she was just like going out with friends, like not like the badminton clothes. And I was like, huh? I was so confused. But I guess like maybe they just like didn't know who I was, so they thought I was just some like rando like who didn't know how to play. And then I beat her, and then I was like, yeah. But yeah, and then I like continued like playing like the rounds and like getting closer to finals. And I remember this one round, like I think she was the top player in the Hong Kong junior team for like girls. And I think my dad like watched her games before because he would always watch my next opponent's games and like tell me about them, and I would also watch too and like say what I think about them. And I think he told my mom that there's like no way I'm gonna beat her. But they didn't tell me in my face. And then we played. It was like a very intense game. Like it was 3 games, I remember. And like I also took some private lessons with coaches in Hong Kong because my cousins are from Hong Kong, and then like they have connections. So like I also took some like lessons with them. And I remember like they came to coach me that game. Like just that one game. And it was like so intense. 3 games, and I think I won. And then like I was so happy, and then like everyone was like so surprised. And I was watching like the tape the other day, and like I heard so many people like cheering like for like the Hong Kong player, and like I heard like my parents cheering for me, and I was just like, damn, that was like intense. But yeah, like I can't believe like I won that game. And then I played finals, and yeah, it was pretty like intense. Like I didn't think I would win. Like my parents were like, there's no way she's gonna win. And I think I bet with my dad too. He was like, if you win, like I'll get you an iPhone 7.
Did you
and
get
that
it?
was like, yeah, I did. I can't believe that. Yeah, he like really doubted me, and I'm glad I proved him wrong. But yeah, it was like a fun tournament, and I'm like thankful that it happened because it definitely like helped me gain confidence in myself.
Definitely.
And my skills. Yeah,
I can imagine that's I mean, like the Hong Kong province team, like they're a good, not Hong Kong, sorry, but like the team that play that tournament, they're very high level, you know. And you know, people shouldn't underestimate, you know, what you're talking about, because like everybody practices every single day professionally, and for you to go up against them and be able to win that tournament is a big deal. Right? I do want to point that out.
I also got a chance to because my cousins have connections to like the Hong Kong team. I also got a chance to train with like the junior Hong Kong team like that year. And then I got to know them, and they were all like really nice and stuff. And yeah, like the coach even like talked to me and was like, because I technically could represent Hong Kong to play because my parents are from Hong Kong, and like I have like the resident card or whatever. And I remember the coach like,
you're not born there.
No, but I somehow like, I don't know, my parents are from there, so I don't know, but apparently I can like represent them. And like the coach like talked to me at like lunch, and he was like, oh, like you know, like you can like join us, you know. And I was like,
recruiting.
Yeah, I was like, I kind of want to like study though, because
Yeah.
like I in that team, like once you hit a certain age, I forget what that like specific age is. Maybe after high school, you have to like stop school. Like you can't like do both.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to do that. So I was like, no, thank you. But yeah,
Yeah, definitely. I mean, who wouldn't want you? You know, you're such a good player, right? I mean, you just literally destroy the whole team in a tournament. I wonder why they would want you, right? I mean,
I guess.
yeah. And but you know, moving forward, you know, after 2016, you played in the 2017 Junior Pan Am, right, in Markham, and you got 2 gold medals for singles and doubles, but you're missing one for mixed, and that was because we played against each other.
Oh my God, was that in quarters or semis?
Yes, it was in quarters.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was super tight. The game was 3 sets, and then the last set, the score was 24-22. And I actually have the footage of what happened. I just put like, you know, I just put some highlights together, and then I put the last point at the end. So
God.
I'm gonna
hopefully I don't get triggered.
All right, so I'm gonna refresh Talia's memory before I ask her anything. So here we go.
God.
I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit. So Talia probably can't hear it, but I'll add the audio in for the for everybody else later on, because I have my headphones on. All right, ready? Here we go.
Oh my God.
This is the last one. This is the last point.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
One of my favorites. Oh my God. One of my favorites.
Damn.
One of my favorite games that I've played
Really?
in Pan Am. Yeah, that was one of my favorite games ever. It was so intense. Like,
yeah, it was.
Like you couldn't hear it because I had my headphones on, but the crowd was so loud. It was ridiculous. And we were like the last game that day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you see, like the other courts were all empty. So we were like the last game. And it was so intense. Crazy game.
I remember like your serve like tripped me up.
Why?
You serve forehand. I was like, because you know, like everyone like serves like backhand, right? And I was just like, oh my God, like, huh? I remember like when I like first started the game, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like it's so like tricky. Like when you serve forehand, like I feel like it's harder to serve short, but like you can flick like easily. Yeah.
For forehand serves, like the thing I liked about it was like you could change it real quick at the end, and it's kind of hidden away because you kind of have it on the so the opponent can't really see where I'm hitting. So I guess but you were super like just like on top of your game. Like people see, like if you see Talia like, you know, outside of badminton, she looks really nice, and then like, you know, she's nice to you and stuff, but on the court did you see that? She was ready to kill us. Okay, she was you know, ferocious on the court. Okay, like if you never watched her play, you wouldn't know. So but it's definitely entertaining to watch, right?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people think I'm like intimidating, even off court, because I'm really competitive on court. But I'm not. I'm really nice. So just like don't like be scared to, you know, come up to me and just say hi. Like I'm not gonna bite you. So
she's nice off the court. It's just on the court. Just don't be her opponent. That's all.
Yeah, on court's a different story.
But how did you feel playing that game?
I was pretty nervous. I remember, like, because I think we watched your like a recording of your game the night before, like together, like analyzing like what we needed to do. And I was just like so nervous. Like I feel like, you know, like the girl has to have like, you know, like loose hand at the front to like, you know, block and like whatever and mix, right? I was not able to do that day. I was so nervous, and like my hand was just like so like hard, like it's not like flexible. Like how did you feel during that game?
How did I feel? I mean, going into that game, we know it was a tough game because everybody was coming up to us, hey Tony, you're playing like the top mixed team from Canada tomorrow. I was like, really? And then they were like, yeah, you gotta be prepared. Like they're the best mixed team in Canada right now. And I was like, okay. I was like, this is gonna be a tough game. But I don't remember if we watched tape or not. We might have. I mean, we probably did, and then formulate a strategy. But obviously
Do you remember your strategy?
Do you remember your strategy?
I think so.
What was your
You
strategy?
say first. I asked first.
Okay. Okay, I don't remember like word for word what the strategy was at the time, but just looking at like what I did just now, I'm guessing it was to attack you, right? Attack you, and then just have Jacqueline set up more, going to the front. Because obviously Jacqueline isn't a big threat when she's in the back, right? So every single time she hits in the back, we always switch, and then she would just drop or smash, and then she moved to the front, move to the back. And it was just that rotation that we used. But what was your strategy?
It was kind of similar to like yours. It was just like hit more to Jacqueline, like at the front, like control her at the front, and then like get her to lift, and then get Stanley to, hammer it. Yeah.
I mean, our strategy was definitely like for mix. You always want to hit to the girl more because like the girl's obviously not as like strong physically, right? But your defense was really good. If you saw, if everybody see the footage just now, she was playing defense like that one rally. Both you and Stanley were on defense. And I started switching it up because like in the middle, I switched to Stanley because I thought he wasn't paying attention. And then he just hit it right back. I was like, okay, back to Talia. Yeah. But yeah, it was a pretty intense game. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I wonder what your dad said. What did your dad say before the game? Because I know you say he always like tries to analyze like, your opponents.
I honestly don't remember what he said before the game, but I remember I got yelled at after the game. So yeah.
Well, I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for that.
It's fine.
It's okay. At least you won't have another chance to beat me, so I'm happy for that. So it'll just be 1-0 for now. I'm not playing any of those games.
Let me know when you want to rematch.
Okay. That's not. I don't think that's gonna happen again, but we'll see. But anyway, besides that, during your years in training in both China and US, you played all these tournaments, right? But one of your best performances was in the 2018 Junior Pan Ams, where you won 2 gold medals and 1 silver medal. How did you feel playing that tournament?
Good, because I won. Yeah, but I remember for singles, I played like a couple rounds before finals, and I played Wendy in finals, and I don't think it was like the first time I beat her, or I don't think it was the first time I beat her, but it was like 50-50 for us. And she was like, I don't know, at that time, like, we were very close in level. And I remember going into that game like that morning, I was like, I don't feel good about this game. Like, I feel like I'm gonna lose like really badly. I don't know why. And then I got on court, and then I was still very nervous, but then when I started playing, like, it got a little bit better. And then it was really hot in Brazil, right? So I felt like I wasn't really used to that. I remember the second game, I think it was like at 11 or something, and like we took a drink, and like I barfed a little in my mouth because like I felt like sick. But then I just like swallowed it, and I was like, whatever, just keep like playing.
Little snack in the middle of the game.
Yeah,
that's right.
Just yummy. And like somehow like I pulled it off, and I was like so happy. I was like shook after like I like had to go outside for like air and stuff. But it was really intense. It was a close 2 sets. And for mixed, that was just kind of, we lost in finals. We were playing our teammates. I forget exactly who, but we were playing against Canadians, and like they were like really good. I think it was Kevin and Wendy, I think.
Okay.
But it was like trippy because Kevin was like left-handed, and like I hate playing left-handed people because it's like not normal for me because I'm used to hitting, which side is backhand. So that was trippy. And like, when people are like left hand, one's left and one's right, it's like confusing for me. So that was tough. But I played bad that game, I remember. And I was like really mad at myself afterwards.
But I mean, you had the
Yeah.
chance to triple crown. That would have been pretty crazy.
Yeah, but I didn't play doubles that. I didn't play doubles that. Well, I triple crown, like not including doubles, I guess, because
Yeah.
team we won golds.
Yeah.
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 But I didn't play doubles that year because Catherine went to play Uber Cup,
Mhm.
so she couldn't play with me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, Wendy was a tough, player to beat. Wendy's a really good
Yeah.
player, and for you to
Yeah.
get over that obstacle was already very, very good accomplishment, right?
Yeah, when she first came from China, like no one could beat her. I remember, I think like I saw her at wasn't my very first nationals, like maybe 2016 or
Mhm.
maybe before that. I was like, damn, that girl's so good. And she's also like a year younger than me, right? But she
Mhm.
looks older than she actually is. So I was like, oh my God, no way. Like I was like
Yeah.
a stick back then.
Mhm.
And like she was like muscles. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, usually when players come from China, they're pretty strong right away, right? And they're at the
Yeah.
top. Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
in 2018, you also played in the K&D Graphics International Challenge, which is an adult
Mm-hmm.
tournament. What was your experience? What was your experience playing with older players, and how did it feel, to make it to the finals?
Okay, I was not expecting getting to finals, honestly. I had to play a bunch of Taiwanese players. I had to play Beatrice Corrales. She was second seed.
Mhm.
And I didn't know any of these people because like I was like a junior, just like playing senior tournaments. And I really did not expect to get to finals. Like every day I would watch my opponent for the next game and I'd be like, damn, she's really good. And like my mom would be like, damn, she's really good. And like,
Yeah.
and she would be like, um, it's fine. Like once you lose, you can just go shopping. And I was like, okay.
Uh-huh.
But then like I somehow like won each round, and then she was like really surprised.
Uh-huh.
And like the Taiwanese players, like when people think of like Asian countries, they're always like, oh my God, like wow, they're like so good. Because like
Yeah.
Asian countries compared to like like Canada, I
Yeah.
feel like, or like US, or like they're like, whenever I think of Asian countries, I think of like superior badminton
Yeah.
because most of the top players are like from Asia.
Mhm.
And like I did not expect to beat them. But on court, I didn't show that, obviously. I would
Yeah.
be, yeah. I'm like completely different off court and on court. Like off court, I was like scared, but on court, I wouldn't show that. And I just like fight hard as I can to beat them. And yeah. And I'm glad like I made to final because I had the opportunity to play Io Hori, which is like crazy because she's like top ranked.
Yeah.
And I got wrecked. But it's okay. I got like 7 and 6, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's
I mean,
expected, I guess. Like, yeah.
yeah.
She's so quick. Like she'd smash, I'd block, and she'd already be like at the front like this, and I'd be like,
Mhm.
and I'd be like still there, like, and
Yeah.
yeah, she's just really fast. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just another on like another level, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but it's already amazing that you made it to finals considering it was an adult tournament, right? And then yeah, so definitely congrats for that one. But
Thanks.
you then played the 2019 Junior World Championships, right? Which is a pretty big tournament. What made that tournament special for you? And what was your biggest takeaway?
It was my last junior tournament, so that was like kind of important to me. From that tournament, I was able to see how close I was in level and skill to the other junior players, like the other top junior players in the world, which was kind of cool. I lost in round, I think 32 for singles against a Japanese player. Like it was 3 games. It was pretty close. I think I could have won if my fitness was just a little bit better. But yeah, it was very intense. I'm happy with that game. Like I think I played well. Very intense. Lots of running. Like I couldn't breathe. Because Japanese players, they run. Like that's all they do. They like run, rally, and I was like so tired. I remember at the end of the second game, I just like fell to the floor after I like won the last point. I was like, oh damn. And then third game, I was leading, and then at 11, and then and then I just like I think it was 18 or something like that, 17. But I think if I pushed like a little bit harder, I think I could have won that game, and then I would have made it further in singles. But yeah, that was like a really good game. Like I learned a lot from that game. I also played doubles for individual event. Catherine and I played together. We made it to I think 16. And we
Nice.
played China in round 16, but that game like wasn't that good. I don't think we played that well. But yeah, I was really sad after that game. But a game that I think we did play well was first round when we played against Korea. Apparently they're like pretty good in like overall for Korea. And like we played very well that day. Like it was a very intense game. Like the drive, like everything was so fast, and like Catherine was like diving everywhere, and like I was diving everywhere, and I don't dive.
Yeah.
And it was really intense. And like our team was like, I remember they were cheering, they were sitting behind and like cheering for us. So that was like really fun and like, you know, hyped it up even more.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a very good game. Like the Korea one. Yeah,
Nice.
for doubles.
I mean, yeah, I think for, you know, Junior World Championships, for the people that don't know, getting to top 16 is really tough. You know, that's a really good, you know, place to be at, right? Like, it's so hard to get past first round in these kind of tournaments. Because literally, if you play like China first round, it's basically over, right?
I played first round in China, like at my very first one in Indonesia in 2017. I played, China first round. China first round in singles and doubles.
I played China first round too.
In mix?
In doubles.
Doubles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but we enjoyed it. It was,
yeah.
I mean, we don't get to play them much, so I guess we enjoyed it. And it was a good experience. But
Yeah. Also, like in 2017, like the people we played were so like big and muscular, like girls. Like I was still like a stick back then. And then I like look at them and they'd be like giants, and they're like, and I'm like, like there's no way you're like the same age as me. Like, huh?
Oh yeah. But some of them definitely they changed their age.
Yeah, I was so confused. Like, yeah, it was scary. I was intimidated. Yeah.
I mean, I feel you. I definitely know what you mean. But you do mention, you know, you play with Catherine for doubles a lot, right? Did you play with anybody else for doubles, or has it always been Catherine?
I played with other people before Catherine. Yeah, but they don't play anymore.
I see. So so who would be your like favorite doubles partner? Probably Catherine.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, another one of your biggest accomplishments, you know, besides the World Championships and the Pan Ams and everything like that, was winning the gold medal at the Toronto Open, right? Which is a pretty big deal. How challenging was that tournament for you? How'd you feel going into it?
I think that year, okay, so usually for a Toronto Open, all the coaches from all the clubs, like Casey, like Mandarin, Badminton, like they all play this tournament because it's in Toronto and like it's so close. So usually a lot of coaches played, but I don't think the year I won, a lot of coaches played, but still like winning the title was just like important to me, because that tournament was always like so hard to win because so many coaches would play. But yeah, I played Katie in finals, I think.
It's a tough game.
Katie is like a tough competitor. It was always, because when we used to train at E together, like it would always be like neck and neck. Like we would, because we train together and like we compete also, so it's like you know, I beat you and then like she beats me, like it's always like 50-50. But yeah, I played her in finals. I don't remember if it was 2 or 3 games, but like just like winning Toronto Open was just like felt like a huge accomplishment for me, because it was such like a big tournament like in Toronto.
And Toronto has some like Canada has some really good, like amazing adult players, you know, like sometimes like the US Open, it may not be as tough. Right? I've heard like people who play like, oh, it wasn't that tough, like a lot of people didn't go, or like, because like usually in the US when you know, after juniors, a lot of, you know, players just go do college, right? They go to college, they don't really play anymore. But in Canada, more players decide to go professional, and then I think that makes, you know, these adult tournaments a lot tougher, right, than the US. But of course, no matter how good a player is, every athlete has their ups and downs, right? In 2019, you played an international junior tournament in Bulgaria, where you didn't play as well as you wished. What happened, and how did you recover from it?
Okay, well, basically, I think this was the summer that just passed. I trained in China. Like I right after my exams, I left and I went to China to train for I think a month and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to Bulgaria to play my tournament, my junior tournament, and then after played the Lithuania junior tournament. So it was like a circuit kind of, and I went with my parents. And when I went to Bulgaria, I played really bad, and I'm really sad about it still. Like when I'm thinking back, it's
Yeah.
like it still makes me like upset because like I trained in China for a month, like or more than a month in preparation for the tournament already,
Yeah.
and I won first round, but second round I played against this Indian player and I lost in 2 games. I don't think it was like that close, but it
Yeah.
wasn't like single digit either. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, it was a very bad game. Like I don't know. I remember like I couldn't breathe during that game. I don't know if it was because of the weather. It was also hot in Bulgaria and there's no air conditioning. Um, but yeah, that game was really rough.
Yeah, and it
Like
was
I
just
couldn't
right
move.
after
Like
the the training in China, right?
yeah, so I felt like very, very like down after that because I felt like all my hard work in China like didn't pay off. Like it
Hmm.
didn't, like it was all
Yeah.
for nothing kind of like
Yeah.
feeling. Um, and I got yelled at
By
once
your dad.
again.
By your dad.
Yes, yes. Every time, every time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but then afterwards we watched the game together. I got yelled at some more,
Hmm.
and then like wrote down like why I
Hmm.
like lost, like the main points and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And that's how I recovered and got ready for my next tournament, which was in Lithuania.
Hmm.
And in that one, I won gold in singles. So
Nice. See,
yeah.
I think like what this shows is that you know how when you played that tournament that we mentioned before, like where like it was a tough tournament, but you were playing against these top players, right? And supposedly you're supposed to lose, right? Even in your parents' eyes, you know, you're not gonna win that game. But in
Hmm.
that situation, because you have less pressure, you're like, you know, I'm just gonna go out, do my best, and whatever happens,
Yeah.
happens. You sometimes do
Yeah.
better. But in this situation where you're in Bulgaria, it's like you have a lot of pressure because you feel like I trained so hard, like I should win, right?
Yeah,
And then all of a
exactly. Yeah,
sudden
I
you don't
agree.
do as well, right? You don't do as well,
Hmm.
and then it's like, oh, but you know,
Hmm.
you always bounce back, right? You always
Hmm.
bounce
And I also feel like it's a lot of pressure when you travel
back.
and
Hmm.
like you like your parents are literally coming with you too. Like they have
Oh
to like
yeah,
pay for like your ticket, they pay for
yeah.
their own ticket, they pay for like the hotel, like
Hmm.
transportation, like everything.
Yeah,
Um, and like I don't want to go there and like play one round and go out. You
yeah,
know what I mean? It's
yeah.
just like they spend so much money for you to like get here and like on your training and everything, and
Hmm.
like you lose first round. Like come
Yeah,
on, like you can do better than that. You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think a
Like
lot
there's a
of
lot of pressure
players.
from that too.
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of players, especially when they play like their first Pan Am game, like their first junior Pan Ams, it's like because this is their first time leaving the country to play a big tournament, right? So a lot of young players
Hmm.
like, oh my god, like parents spent so much money, like I gotta
Yeah.
win this, right? And
Yeah.
some that usually causes the first time players who play you know junior Pams to do not as good as they should have,
Hmm.
right? Because they have a lot of pressure and it's their first time going somewhere really far. So definitely
Yeah.
it plays a big factor, right? It plays a big
Yeah.
factor.
Hmm.
And obviously
Hmm.
behind every great athlete, you know, there are always great parents. How has your parents influenced your growth in your badminton career?
Um, they have influenced it a lot. My parents, I don't know if you know, but like if you come to the tournaments I come to like go to, you always see my parents. They're always there. They
Yeah,
always come to all my tournaments. Even if it's like in Indonesia, like really far, they like still come and like support me and cheer me on.
yeah.
And they're very helpful. Like my dad, when he used to come with us, um, he like the more recent tournaments, like last year, he didn't go to because he works in Hong Kong.
Hmm.
So like he goes back and forth, and a lot of the times during my tournament, he's in Hong Kong. So we just like video call. But like even when my mom just goes, like she like tries, even though she doesn't know badminton that well, she like tries to
Uh-huh.
help me like watch the game, like analyze them with me. And like that helps a lot. My dad also like even like if he's in Hong Kong and I'm at my tournament, he
Hmm.
still watches the lives and like texts me like tips and stuff. He watches like my next opponent as well and like texts me tips for the next day and stuff like that. So that helps a lot. And also they help like organize everything, you know, like the hotel, like the transportation, like they like deal with all of that. So all I need to do is focus on my tournament. So that helps like a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, no matter if they're right or wrong, right? Because sometimes parents like they might not be right about what they're saying about like the game, but like it's important that players still appreciate them, you know, giving in their insight, because obviously they don't need to do it, right? And but yeah, I think that's a really good, you know, thing to have parents support you like that. And it creates a better player, right? Creates a better player. But unfortunately, you know, your dad recently passed away a few months ago. How did you overcome your emotions after the incident to continue with badminton?
Okay, like I don't know if like the people watching this know, but he like passed away like when he was playing badminton, like on court. So getting back to training and like the getting back on court was like hard for me, obviously, because like, you know, that's like where it happened. So like it took me a while, but like through like therapy and like stuff like that, like talking to like friends and family about it, like I was able to get back. And obviously like I still think about him like when I'm on court, and like I'm sad, but like that's like expected, you know, like you're not just gonna like completely like, you know, like forget about like your dad. But like it kind of makes my goal like more clear for me. Like I want to make him happy, like I want to make him proud. So like it kind of makes me want to train harder and you know, like win titles and like like it motivates me to train harder.
Definitely. I am obviously, you know, very sorry for your loss, because it's nobody wants to see that happen to, you know, one of their friends or anything like that, right? And I can't even imagine what it would feel like, you know, to have something like that happen, right? So definitely.
It was rough. It was tough for like both my mom and I, but like we were able to get support from like a lot of our friends and family, and like they came to visit us and like, you know, like keep us company, and like we were able to like vent and like talk about it, and I think it helped, like it made it better.
I mean, I'm happy for you, you know, you and your family, that you guys have people to help you guys and support you guys. I think that's really important, especially when like something like this happens. So definitely, you know, I'm happy you guys are, you know, enjoying yourself again, right? And you know, everything like that, right? Getting better from it. And if you could give one advice to the young players around the world, what would it be?
It'd probably be like train hard and train smart. And usually the drill that you hate doing is the one that you need to do. And also cardio is very important. I feel like how I think about it is like cardio is like the main thing for badminton, because if you like can't get to the bird, then you can't like use your skill, you know? So if you spend all your time doing like skills, like if you can't even like run there, then like there's no point in like practicing your skills. So I feel like cardio is very important, but skill is also important, but just make sure like your cardio is like good before you like practicing too much skills.
I think that's a really good point you point out, especially for the cardio, because I think cardio, like you said, not only is it like help you get to the bird so you can use your skills, but I think cardio also enables you to work longer each time, right? Like you're able to do a drill, for example, if you didn't do cardio, you could probably do it for like 20 minutes and you start getting tired, like you can't do it anymore. But if you have a really good cardio, you know, you go out there, you can train the same drill for maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes, right? Because you have more stamina, right? So that's a really good point you point out, you know, about cardio.
Like when I was training in Hong Kong, like I had a chance to train with the Hong Kong junior team. They would do drills for like 40 minutes per person, like 50 minutes, like clear drop net lift 40 minutes, and then you switch, and then it's like so long. But when I train here in Canada, it's different because we don't have like all day, obviously. It's like 2 hours long, so like our drills are like way shorter, maybe like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like completely different.
But it is super boring. It's super boring to do it for 40 minutes.
Yeah, it does get boring sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. But all right. So we're at our fun question because we have one for everybody here. Who's your favorite junior player right now?
I'd say
For girls and guys.
Young.
For a girl and a guy.
Okay, I'd say Young for girls because I literally saw her play in 2017. I remember she played we played Korean team and she played Katie and like it wasn't that like far, like it was like double
Pretty
digit.
close.
It was, I think it was 17. Yeah, I think Katie got like 17 and like she wasn't that okay, she was good, but like she wasn't like, you know, amazing back then. She was like average, like, you know, like I'd expect really. Yeah, but then like literally like I like don't like pay attention to her for like I don't know, a couple months, and like she suddenly like beats like top players. I'm like, huh, like is this the same girl? I literally took a picture with her too, like in 2017, and I was like, wait, like this is literally the same girl.
Yeah.
And I saw her at Canada Open. Did she win? I think she won. But I watched her play and I was like, damn, like she's fast, and like her shots were like, woo.
Yeah.
But like crazy. Like I don't like she improved like from like, well, not zero, but like she was like still like good like before, even when she was young, but she improved like so fast. Like crazy.
If you played her in singles right now, who would win?
Definitely her. Like I get like 1 point.
Really?
But it's just like crazy, like mind blowing, like how she improved so fast.
Yeah.
Like I don't get it. Like,
pretty crazy. I know what you mean. There's some players that just get it faster, you know? Yeah. Who's your guy? Who's your pick for a guy?
I don't really have a guy favorite, to be honest. Yeah.
If you had to pick like in between.
I don't know. I literally don't know.
That's fine. That's
I
fine.
I don't have one.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's fine.
Who's your favorite?
I mean, how can I say for Canada?
No, just in general.
In general,
like your favorite junior player, like girl and guy, like in general, like any country. It doesn't have to be like Canada.
That's so hard. That's like worse than the question I gave you. At least I put you just in Canada.
Oh no! Wait, you said in Canada? Wait, I said Ancio. She's like Korean though.
Korean. Oh.
I didn't say my favorite junior player.
Wait, no, I meant to say Canada.
Canada? Okay, wait. Let me re-answer the question.
That's why I was like, wait, she didn't have one for a guy. Like, Wait, I can't. My bad. I didn't write that in.
Rachel is probably my favorite junior player right now. She's still junior. Yeah, she's still junior. Yeah, I played like Rachel. Like she trains at Lee's. She plays singles also. I played her like a lot of times in the past, but I remember I played her at Toronto Open 2020 maybe in finals, and it was like 3 games I think, and I lost. And yeah, like damn, this girl improved a lot. Like yeah, she like, because we don't train in the same club, but I see her like at tournaments and whatever. And sometimes like, I think my AirPod just died.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
But yeah, like I see her like training like at tournaments sometimes, like when we travel together, like world tours and stuff. And yeah, like she trains really hard. Like she's really like talented, and like yeah, I think she has like a big future like for badminton. Because she's also, I know she's like focusing, I know she's not going to do school from what she told me, and like she's going to focus on badminton.
So, Rachel, I think I know her.
Rachel Chan. I think she's like 2 years younger than me, maybe.
Yeah, I think I definitely know her. She's been to Pan Am's before, right? Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I think I know her. What about the guy?
Canada. I think Victor Lai is also.
Is Victor still in juniors?
Yeah.
Oh.
I haven't seen him in a long time, but he's really good. Like I think
Yeah.
I'd lose to him if I played him.
You,
I don't
but
know.
you can't compare like that.
Okay, yeah, but he's like very good. Like he like runs a lot. Like he trains at the same club that Catherine does.
Mm-hmm.
And like she tells me like, oh, like I played him, like I lost. Like
Yeah.
he's like very good. Even
Mhm.
though he's like not that, he's like tiny looking. I haven't seen him in a long time, but he was tiny the last time I saw him.
Yeah.
And like he's like really fast.
Mm-hmm.
And like yeah.
Nice. That was a good pick. That's a good pick. I think I've seen Victor play before, but it was a long time ago. Long time ago.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
He's really
all right.
good.
That's cool. That's cool. Now we're gonna get.
Who's your favorite American?
I was just trying to breeze through it, but for the U.S., I think I said this before. My favorite junior player for the guys definitely would be William, but I don't know if William is still in juniors. I think his last year for juniors was like, like a year ago or like 2020. So I don't think he's playing anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Wait, did he play Pan Ams? Maybe I know.
He played Pan Ams before, but he didn't play very well in Pan Ams. He didn't play good in Pan Ams, so you I don't think you like would pay attention to it.
Oh, okay.
But he's so good. William is like he improved so fast out of nowhere. Like it was just crazy. Cause like I remember a year I beat him like it was just like a walk in the park, right? Playing him in doubles, just go through the motion. New kid, you play with him, and then it was an easy win. And then he just improved so fast. He got speed and like power and just doubles, singles, mix, anything you can put him in. He's just so good. But for girls, I actually never thought about the girls one because obviously I don't watch that too much.
Yeah.
But for juniors right now, for doubles and mix, I would take Nicole. She's from my own club, so I guess I might be a little biased. But Nicole is just so like her skills are next level. I think Nicole's skills are the best one in our club before we close and everything. But Nicole had the best skills, and for you to have the good skills in Z is like you must have really good skills because we focus on skills a lot. So Nicole's skills is crazy. So
she
for
played
those
Pan Ams before? I don't think I've heard of her name before.
She's played Pan Ams before. She won a couple of goals.
She's probably young, like very young. So
yeah, she's 1 year younger than me, I think, or 2.
Oh,
1
okay.
Year. 1 year younger. Yeah. But yeah, those are my picks. Yeah. But anyway, let's get into the truth and dare game. Okay. Shout out to Isabel because she actually gave me this idea to do like a game just to make it more fun and everything like that. So let's do this game, truth and dare. Give Talia some credit. She brought up the idea to because I was like, I don't know what game to do, and she was like, maybe just do truth and dare. I was like, wait, that's a good idea. So yeah, so let's do truths first. So the way we're gonna do it is like we're just gonna answer the questions that people submitted, and then do the dares that people submit because obviously the dares are like you guys only submitted 3 dares, so we're just gonna do all of them, both of us. All right. So we're gonna go through the truths first. Talia's gonna go first.
God.
Because she's our guest. So Talia, first question. What's your biggest fear?
Probably like losing my friends and family. Just losing in general. Like even like or like doing bad. I feel like like this is like minor, but like example, like if I do bad like on a project, like I like it dwells in my mind for like a very long time and it like bothers me. And like also like losing like friends and family definitely, after like losing my dad, like I felt it. Like I know like what it feels like and it's terrible. And I would never want to lose someone. Or like one of my friends or family ever again.
Yeah. That was exactly what I was gonna say. So I'm like I'm kind of repeating what he said, but definitely like losing loved ones like is one of my biggest fears because obviously I'm super close to my family, right? And I'm sure you also, are too.
Like I'm very competitive, so like losing in general is very like annoying. It's not like my biggest fear, but like it's like
imagine I have a brother and our entire family are athletes, so definitely like we're so competitive with each other, and like I'm the smallest one, like I'm the shortest, youngest out of all the guys in the family. Okay, so like I always get I always lose everything, but I get pissed every single time. But it is just what it is. When your brother's Ricky, you can't beat him in badminton. When are you gonna beat him at? So like, yeah, definitely. Second one. What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done?
I feel like nothing really like comes to mind,
Yeah.
but I feel like when you like celebrate and like you yell after a point,
Yeah.
sometimes like there's like you thought it was in, but then like the shot that you hit
Oh
was
yeah,
in,
yeah.
but it's actually out, and like
Yeah.
you already like celebrated or like yelled,
Yeah.
and then the line just is like out.
Yeah.
That's like kind of embarrassing. That happens to me like not all the time, but like it happened to me like quite like a few times.
Often. Quite
Like
often.
awkward. It's very awkward.
Yeah. I mean, one of the like most embarrassing moments that happened to me was definitely on the court too. Like
Mhm.
we were playing nationals. Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. Like you don't understand how embarrassing it was. I talked about this in the video I did for Q&A, but what happened was we were playing semis. I was playing semi singles, and
Mhm.
then I the whole tournament, what happened was I hurt myself. I hurt my hamstrings, and then like I I in my quarterfinals, I was playing singles. I like jammed my toe into the ground, and then I started like after the game, I took my
Ow.
shoes off, and like my sock was like filled with blood, right? Like it was just red and nasty, right, bloody. So I was like in so much pain. So when I played my semis, I was in so much pain, and like I was just trying to push through it. And the person I was playing, it was Alistair. If you know people who are watching, you would know him. But it was Alistair I was playing. He's not like the best player in the US, right? But he's not the worst, but he's not the greatest, right? Like I
Mhm.
should be able to win. That like people
Mhm.
expect me to win, right?
Mhm.
So, but I was in so much pain. I was playing so hard, and then I think it was in second set. I just killed the point, and then I literally screamed into the crowd. I was like, "Oh my God, this is so embarrassing." I said, "Who's the best in USA?" And then I immediately regret it. Because oh my God, like mm-mm.
Wait,
Like
wait, 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 wait. And then like did like people respond?
no, like people like my teammates were watching obviously, and some of them started laughing, and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna hear about it later. And there were parents. You know how parents gossip and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I know that was gonna go around, and oh, I just don't want to hear it. And then the funny part was like I lost in finals to Eric because by then I couldn't walk anymore. So I just walked around. I lost.
How did you like hit your whole round?
Because I don't know. I kind of like jumped, and then I went just like my
Oh,
toes went
okay,
down
okay.
straight down
Yeah.
the ground. It was so much pain. And what happened was like I didn't show I was in pain when I was like facing my opponent, but when I turned around to look at my mom, Coach Lay, right? I was like, my toe. And then I turned back around. I was like, just face, because I don't want to show like I'm in pain,
Yeah.
right? Because we're in the middle of the game. But
Relatable.
yeah, I was in so much pain. So much
Mhm.
pain. But anyway,
Yeah.
what's your worst habit?
My worst habit. Like does being a perfectionist like is that a habit?
Sure. Sure, if you consider it.
I always like I get worried about little things and I need everything to be perfect. So even like the littlest thing, like I have to go back and fix it.
Isn't
And
that like PTSD or something? Or like
not
what
PTSD,
is what is it?
like ADHD,
Yeah,
sort of.
something like
Yeah.
that.
I don't like it's not like that bad, like to that
Yeah.
extent, but it's like let's say like for example, like if I was doing like an assignment and I had to hand it in, but like the sentence was like bothering me, like I literally spend like 40 minutes like trying to fix that one sentence, even though it's like not really like worth it. You know what I mean? So like it's just like a waste of my time. But like I can't because it like bothers me.
Yeah.
Or like if I do like if I answered like a question wrong on the test and like I handed it in already, but I know like I did it wrong, like I'll think about it continuously. Like and yeah, it's just bad. But
I do
I
that
guess
too
that's my
sometimes.
bad habit. What's yours?
I mean, mine's is like I like to go on my phone before I sleep. So like kind of in the dark, just to like help me fall asleep. I don't know if you do it or anybody else does it, but like I will go on it for like an hour or like an hour and a half before I go to sleep. And it's dark, and so it's like not good for my eyes. And I have contacts on. I have nighttime contacts, and like just to help like just, you know, it makes you tired and then you go to sleep, right?
Mhm.
But like that's a problem for me when I go to tournaments, because like if I
Yeah.
sleep late or I open my eyes for like an hour before I sleep, then my contact will not like work well.
Mhm.
Obviously, you guys saw what happened with the game against Jacqueline and Darren, where I missed the shot. That's what
Oh.
happens when you stay up for an hour, you know, the night before with your contacts on. You can't see anything. So so there's a big problem. Sometimes during tournaments you can't sleep, but you just gotta force yourself,
Mhm.
you know. But yeah,
Yeah.
definitely a bad habit. It's not good for my eyes. My eyes are not great. Yeah. But what's the worst date you've been on? I thought we took that one out. I
Yeah.
thought we took that one out.
Took that one
I thought we
out.
took that one out. Wait.
I mean, I can still answer it. I
Yeah,
don't really
and-
have an answer for this, but I can
Yeah.
explain. Should I explain?
She can explain, guys. She can explain.
Okay. Like, first of all, I've never been on like a romantic like date, so yeah. But like, I've been on. I don't know if you consider this a date, but just like one-on-one, like me and a friend, and like I feel like all of those dates are like pretty amazing and like fun and like chill. So I haven't been like on a worst date.
Yeah, me too. I mean, okay, just for everybody, like we were talking before the podcast, right? And then we were like, we don't really have an answer for that. So I was like, we should take it out. But I think I forgot to delete it. So I just read the next one on the page and it was that one. I was like, wait, didn't we delete that one? But anyway,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I mean, I've never been on a worst date, like a bad date. You know, I've obviously dated people, but I don't think I've been on a like bad date. Right.
Mhm.
So yeah, we don't really have an answer for that one.
Mhm.
But yeah, you guys can, the guys are watching, can slide into Talia's DMs if you want. She's never dated anyone apparently. All right, next one. What's your biggest regret?
Mm, definitely like not spending more time with my dad and like cherishing that time. Like obviously like right when he left, like I was very sad, and I just like we always like fought also because we're both very like stubborn people.
Yeah.
And like we'll get like he'll get mad over the smallest thing and I'll get mad over the smallest thing. We were always arguing. Especially during quarantine because like we were like stuck at home together also, and you know like tension builds up and it's just, like
yeah.
so like I regret like fighting with him so much, and I regret not spending more time with him because he was always in Hong Kong. So like I should have spent more time with him when he was like in Toronto and when I saw him. And yeah, but like I understand like that, like, you know, it's not like I can go back in time. It's not like I can do anything about it now. Like the only thing I can do now is like go forward with my life and like move on. Yeah.
I mean, I think I mean, sometimes though, although like it may not be like the happiest memory, like when you think about it, like you guys arguing, but it was also like that connection you had with your dad, right? Even when you guys were arguing, you know, you miss that now to like have someone to argue with you.
Yeah,
right?
and I regret like not like, you know, okay, so my dad's more into badminton than my mom. Like he knows more, and he usually like watches like games with me and whatever. Or he'll watch my past games and like point it out and like yell at me and whatever. And obviously I hated that because he would yell at me and like no one was being yelled at. And obviously, like at that time, my dad's not like a coach. Like he's not professional.
Yeah.
So at that time, I'd always like think in my head, I'd be like, you're not even like a coach. Like you're not even like a coach. Like I can beat you with like my left hand. But, like, you know, like what right you have to like yell at me, you know? But like now, like I regret not, you know. But it's not like I can do anything about it now. I can just but yeah, I regret that, like not appreciating that more, like the fact that he was taking like time out to like watch those games with me and, like, definitely analyze.
I know what you mean. I mean, now you can at least do that with the people that you still have around you, right? Like your mom, you know, your loved one, whoever is around you, right? But yeah, that's a really good one. Now my biggest regret would be probably not working, like to work harder when I was younger. But
like in what? Like in general?
Like
or
in badminton.
Oh, okay.
Like I was just, because I matured so slow. Like you see Ricky, like because you know Ricky, right? Ricky, my older brother. He's such a hard worker. Ever since he was just born, he was just always working hard. Like he kind of like similar to my mom, because obviously Coach Lake, she has so many good accomplishments, and she just works hard. Like she's just really good at working hard. But when I was young, I just never had that kind of mentality, you know. Like there's always somebody like forcing me to do it, you know. And I wish if I worked harder, man, that would be so great. But yeah, one of my biggest regrets. But next one, what's the best piece of advice you've ever given?
I honestly like don't like know for this one. Like I always give like advice to my friends, but it's not like, you know, groundbreaking. It'll be something like really small.
Yeah.
But like a piece of advice I'd give to everyone is just like if you want to do something, like just do it, because you never know like what's gonna happen the next day or like the next hour or and like appreciate what you have now, because you know when it's gone, like it's too late, like you can't get it back. So yeah,
that's a good advice. I think the best advice I gave somebody was, I don't know, I give a lot of advice to some people. I don't know. I mean, I think my favorite one would be like, no matter what, like when you're training for badminton, no matter what you do, just always do a little more than the guy next to you, you know. Like if he does 10, just do 12, you know. And it may not seem like a lot, but 2 extra every single day, you know, that's like what
adds up.
Yeah, it adds up, you know, just a little bit. You don't need to do more than a lot, you know, but just a little bit. It will help. It will help. Last truth. This one's the one that you want to ask me. So
okay, I'm gonna say it. Who, like, out of all your podcasts, like who did you like having the podcast with the most? Like who did you like interviewing the most?
But yeah, Talia wanted to ask me this question, so I added in there. That's a good question. I think my favorite person.
Who have you like interviewed? Like
I've interviewed my doubles partner, Derek. I've interviewed Jacqueline from Canada, Jacqueline Chung. I've interviewed Isabel like last one, and then I interviewed Diego Mini from Peru. I interviewed Vincent Chu. I interviewed Tammy Nicole. I interviewed William and Jacob. Yeah. Oh, Joshua, Dawn Averia. Oh, that was a good one. But yeah, but my favorite person would be definitely like Derek, because he's my doubles partner. And like when we did the podcast, it was like we were just like thinking about like what happened before, and then like just seeing each other's side. Yeah. And like we were like such like hard heads, like we always butt heads like competitively. So it was interesting to see what he was thinking the night before he was gonna play me. And we were just out for each other's throat when we're not playing against each other. You know, when we're playing together, then you know we're fine. But yeah, we had a good relationship. But yeah, that was definitely my favorite one. Favorite person, like you know, we get along really easily. It wasn't like we weren't too nervous, because like it's just, and it was my first one. That was my very first one. So
okay.
Yeah, it was fun.
Nice.
But anyway, for our dares,
oh God. Wait, we're both doing this, right?
Yeah, we're both doing it. So the first one is post an embarrassing pic on Insta. I don't know if this person meant like a story post or like a regular post. You know?
Oh. Wait, what's considered an embarrassing pic though?
Like a pic that you wouldn't regularly post. I guess.
Okay. Well, you can go first.
Wait. Okay, I think we can like do the dares after the podcast.
Okay.
So for the dares, let me see. So the second dare is show the last person you texted what the message says. So that we can do right now.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, let's do the ones that we can do right now, and if we need to do that one, we can do it after the podcast. So yeah, show the last person you texted what the messages said.
Person, my friend. Wait, I show it like I flip my phone, or do I just read it?
You can just read it.
Okay. basically, it's so like stupid. You know those like blanket hoodies that everyone's getting now? You know those ones I'm talking about? It's
Yeah,
like,
it's called comfy. Like the
well,
comfy,
it's
like a
different
huge
for us.
ass.
Yeah. It's called Udi, and
Uh-huh.
yeah, for us. And like I was talking to my friend about it the other day, and then she just texted me, LMAO, I got an ad for the Udi. And then she sent me a pic, she screenshotted it and like sent it to me. And like I was like, oh my god, ha 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 ha. Yeah.
Nice. That was a good one. That was a good one. For me, by the way, there's like a lot of background noise on your side. Do you know what it is?
It's my mother.
Oh, okay.
She's making bread in the kitchen.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, wait. I can tell her to like pause for a sec.
Maybe
wait,
just
Mom,
for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, for 5 minutes. Can you just pause your
Take a
bread
break.
making? Yeah, take a break.
Take a break. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's delicious bread. It's delicious.
It's actually very yummy.
Yeah.
It's so
I mean,
good.
my mom doesn't bake at all, so we don't really
Oh.
get that stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we barely know how to use the oven. So we're like a true Asian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, but anyway, I mean the last text I sent was actually to myself because I needed to send the link to you. But besides that, so I was texting my girlfriend and then this one, the most recent one, she just said accident because like she called me on accident, but like the last night she sent me a picture of the milk tea thing because we were like, she was saying I like the wrong milk tea, and then I was like, no, I know what I like. No, she was like, no, you like this one, and I was like, no, it was just really stupid stuff.
Milk
But yeah,
tea.
yeah.
I don't like milk tea.
I mean, I don't really like milk tea either.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
everyone likes milk tea, and I'm like, I don't like it. And they're like, what? And I was like, it tastes weird.
yeah. And when I go to like a boba place, I usually get the fruit tea because like I don't really drink like milk tea because like for some reason it makes you like feel hard to breathe. For me at least, it's just like so much
You're
sugar.
like allergic.
Allergic to milk tea?
I don't know, maybe.
You know what I do like though? I like the milk tea popsicles. The brown sugar milk tea popsicles. Do you guys have that in Canada?
I think we do, but I never eat it because I don't like.
You need to try it. You need to try. Do a YouTube video on it. I think a lot of people are doing YouTube.
Trying milk tea popsicles.
Yeah. It's so good. Trust me, it's so good. Like there's actual bobas in there. It's pretty nice.
Okay. I'll look into it.
All right. Next one. Call the 10th contact on your phone and pretend you're someone else.
10th contact.
Yeah.
Like the 10th person I called?
Like the recent one. Or 10th contact on your phone. Like go to your contacts, I guess, and
what are my contacts? Oh my god.
And then your 10th. Oh no.
I don't even know who this is.
Oh, I know who this is.
I know who this is. Wait, let me just. Oh my god, I don't know any of these people.
Okay, how about this? Oh man. I mean, who is it? Do you know the person at the 10th one?
Of my contacts? No. Because basically like my mom and my contacts like sync because we're the same Apple ID. And like half these people like I don't even know. Okay,
how about this? You just like scroll and then put your finger on it and whichever one you stop on, you just call.
What if I don't know the person?
Okay, then find the one that's closest, find the one that's within like the range, and then.
Okay, wait. Just tell me when to stop.
Okay, stop. Who's in range? Watch it be Kat, and then it'd be so easy. Like, hey, Kat, we're on Tony's podcast. I just need to call you. Oh, you have to pretend you're someone else.
Who do I even pretend to be?
I don't know. Who is it?
I'm like, wait, one of them is like from like Peru. Wait, do you know Nicholas from Peru?
Nicholas Macias?
Yeah.
You have his number?
Yeah.
How do you have you can't even call him. He's an international number.
I think I have it on WhatsApp. Like, because when he came, like, we talked.
Call Nicholas. I know Nick.
Through WhatsApp?
Yeah, sure.
What do I say? I'll be like, your pizza delivery's here.
Yeah.
Uber's here. Oh my god, no, but but he's gonna know it's me.
That's true. Wait, this person didn't think this through.
Yeah, what?
You know, it was funny. This person, actually put 30th contact, but I was like, there's no way we're counting to 30. So I just changed it to 10th. But okay, let's just change the pretend you're someone else because that part doesn't really make sense because they have your contact.
I'll just call him then.
Yeah, just call him.
What time is it in Peru? Wait, okay,
It's the same time as Canada. Peru has the same time as
really?
Canada. Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. Oh my god, this is so weird. Call or like video call.
Oh, how about this? I saw this one on a TV show once. So you have to make them say a word without saying the word.
Okay, give me a word.
Let's do squirrel. Make them say squirrel.
Squirrel? Do they even have squirrels in Peru?
I'm sure there's squirrels everywhere. You know, Peru has some fat pigeons. Their pigeons are fat. Like on the street, just plump pigeons. Yeah.
I don't even think they have squirrels in.
Watch them say like chipmunk or something.
But how am I supposed to make him say?
No, figure it out.
Oh my.
Go ahead. This is gonna be
Oh my god, I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, hold up.
Okay.
Let me just pull up a picture of a squirrel.
No, you can't do that, Talia. You can't do that. That's cheating.
Can I just be like, oh my god, like, do you have these cute animals in Peru?
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that.
Okay.
No, not like cute animals, like show him a picture, but just describe it. Or just make him say it.
Oh my god, okay, fine. That's gonna be so difficult.
You can just voice call him. You don't have to FaceTime.
Oh, but that's so boring. Okay, I'll just call him then. I'll call him on WhatsApp.
Okay.
What if he doesn't answer?
Then we'll find somebody else.
I'm done this picture. Okay, I'm calling him. I'll put him on speaker.
Yeah.
Can I tell him I'm doing the podcast right now?
Sure, if you want.
Oh my god, I'm nervous. He declined my call. It said call declined. Should I call again or no?
Sure, just call one more time. Maybe he's like,
Oh my god, I'm scared. Okay. What if
yo, I've known Nicholas since we were young, like 7, 8, 9.
Really?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
What? Talia, why so this random call?
I just wanted to ask you if you have these. Okay, I don't know what animal this is called, but I was wondering if you have it like in Peru. Can I describe it to you?
Wait. Okay, send a picture.
No, I don't have a picture of it. I like don't have a picture. Like I can describe it though.
Okay,
Okay, just like they're like small and they're like furry and they run around and they have like these bushy tails. And they have these like tiny ears and they're like kind of cute and they like eat like acorns. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like they run around in Canada, you know, like when you came to Canada, did you see like any of those?
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about? They're like tiny.
Squirrels?
Yes. Do you have squirrels in Peru?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, okay, cool.
Nicholas, she's on my podcast right now. That's why she asked you.
That's Tony. Do you remember him? Like from the US? Yeah, I'm just like doing a podcast thing and this was like a dare. So yeah.
Nice job. You say squirrel. That's the right answer.
Yeah, I had to make you say squirrel somehow and you did. So yeah. Yay.
Good job.
Okay, cool. Well, I hope you have a good day. And it was
you too. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Okay, bye.
Bye.
That was such gold. I didn't expect that to go that funny. Like it was.
Wait, I'm a pro. Okay.
Yeah.
Your turn.
All right. Let's see.
Oh, I should give you a word.
Yeah, you can give me a word.
This
is actually going better than I thought.
Wait, tell me the person first. Let me see.
Okay. Should I just like? What should I do? Just like.
I'll tell you when to
tell me when to
stop.
stop. Yeah. All right. Wait. I'll go from the top. Ready? Go.
Yeah.
I'm already at the bottom. You can't.
How many contacts do you have? What?
Hey, I don't talk to a lot of people these days.
Okay. Go again. Wait.
Okay.
Stop. Do you stop in the middle, or are you? Who is it?
Okay. I'm in like B. All right. I have my old trainer, and then my boss, like my old boss, and then Brandon, and then another lady that I'll call Brandon.
Wait, who's Brandon?
Just some dude I know from school.
Okay. Wait. Let me think of like a word.
Man.
I want. Okay, I won't make it that hard for you.
Okay.
Playground.
Playground?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why I just thought of that. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself.
Okay. Wait. Should we do a badminton person, or should we like do? Because like.
Yeah, do a badminton person.
Do a badminton person, or else like you wouldn't even know who it is.
Do a badminton.
I'm gonna go to like Instagram.
Sure.
Let's do it there, because like my contacts, I don't have too many.
For you.
Sure, I'll let you pick one.
Okay, wait. Let me go to your following. Following, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, someone from the U.S., right?
Anyone, I should know them. I mean, as long as I know them, it should be fine. I mean, that'd be kind of weird if I. Like, who's this?
Okay. How about you're probably not close with him.
Who?
Luke.
Luke, the white guy? Oh, I love Luke. I'll call Luke. Yeah.
He's so funny.
Yes, I'll call Luke. That's fine.
Okay, bet.
Should I call him on? I'll call him on Messenger, because I think it's probably just better. Let's see. And his playground?
Yeah.
He picks up. Oh, he was active 12 minutes ago.
Perfect.
All right.
I'll be myself.
Oh wait, can you hear it? Is he gonna answer? I don't think he's gonna answer. Hey, Luke.
Who is this? Oh.
What do you mean, who is this? I called you on Messenger, bro. It says my name.
It said Tony.
Well, who do you?
I know more Tonys.
Oh, okay, I see.
I have an uncle named Tony. What's up?
Well, I'm your Uncle Tony.
Huh.
I'm just kidding, bro. Hey, listen, you know, like, you know that, are you in the gym right now?
Yeah.
Wait, you guys don't have lockdown?
Nope. We just have lots of restrictions on what happens.
Dang, how do you guys not have lockdown in friggin', is it Boston or Seattle? Boston.
Boston. Oh, our governor's a fucking pussy.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know that thing that like when you go to elementary school, like that thing in school that you love going to?
A field trip?
No, why would you go on a field trip inside your school, dude?
A thing you go to inside your school?
Yeah, kids love it, adults love it because it keeps, kids happy.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Just like
when you bring a girl to your bed, what is it? What does your bed become? Your what?
My bed? When I bring a girl to my bed, what does it become?
Yeah.
The fucking biological.
Okay. Let's go a different route. Come on, man. You know the thing in the park?
Okay.
Yeah, and
thing
then
in the park.
Yeah, what's inside a park?
Kids.
Besides kids, that's close, I guess.
Playground equipment.
Yeah, there we go. Good. Yeah, perfect. That's what I need to say.
Hi.
Oh, he can't hear you. Wait.
Oh, true. Never mind.
Oh, yeah,
hi.
I'm with Talia right now. We're doing a podcast and we had to do a dare. But yeah, Talia says hi.
Oh, hey Talia.
Yeah. Okay, I'll let you go play badminton, bro.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye.
Such a struggle. Oh my god.
I was like, what is it called when you bring a girl into your bed?
He was like, what?
He was about to say some crazy stuff, but I stopped him because I was like, I can't put this on YouTube.
That's so fun.
Like, yeah, Luke is the best. Definitely. All right. So the only thing that we're missing is the post an embarrassing pic on Insta. So we're gonna do that after the podcast. Do you want to do it on the story or like a post? Which one? I'll let you decide.
Up to you.
How about this? We'll put like a post up, like an actual post, but we'll take it. We'll probably take it down in a day. Take it down in a day.
Okay.
Because I think that would be harder for you because you have such like so many followers.
No, I don't. It's not that many. It's like whatever.
A couple dozen. So I think that'd be pretty funny.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, we'll do that. I'll do that too today, and then we'll keep it up for a day, and then we'll take it down.
Okay.
All right. Now let's. Wow, that was actually a lot more fun than I thought it would be, to be honest. Because I was like, man, how am I gonna do truth and dare over Zoom? But that was actually not bad. Maybe I'll do it more often. Let me know if you guys like it. Let me know if you guys like it, and then we'll do some more of it. All right, now we're going to the last segment of our podcast. We're going to go to the viewers' questions. I have a couple questions for Talia. By the way, Talia's name is pronounced Talia, not Talia, for the US people that are watching. I learned that today too, and I'm trying to correct myself. I'm sure I messed up someplace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm trying to correct it. But anyway, does Talia want to do badminton full time as a pro athlete?
Maybe. So as I said earlier in the podcast, like I mentioned it, I want to like keep my options open. So I'm doing school and badminton at the same time, and I'm still gonna play tournaments and stuff because I want to like stay fit and like at the level that everyone's at. But I also want to do med school, and I don't want to be like 65 when I'm like actually practicing, because med school is like it takes a long time, like residency and like, specialization afterwards. But yeah, I guess I'm just gonna like go with the flow and see how it goes. Like there's a possibility I might go for Olympics, and I'm also trying to graduate early right now, so like I can maybe like train during that like extra year or like travel and like see. So, yeah, maybe that's my answer.
Nice. Yeah, so everybody keep your eyes open for Talia on the court. Second question, do you like anyone right now?
No.
Wow. Just one word answer. No.
Yeah.
Do you have anyone in mind right now?
Literally no one.
Okay. This is your chance, boys. Get them. All right. Next question. Next question. What badminton workouts did you do during quarantine?
Just like some like basic stuff like that doesn't need that much space, like agility, a little bit of footwork, but like not like full court because not that much space. Hit against the wall. A little bit of like weights. Like I don't have like a full like weight set in my like house, but I have like some like dumbbells. So like like the basics. Skipping, resistance bands. Yeah.
Nice. The stuff that you can do,
Yeah.
Next one. Craziest party story.
Oh.
You like to have a good time.
I do like to have a good time, but doesn't everybody though?
Yeah, everybody, yes.
I think craziest was probably like when like one of my close friends, like we were it wasn't like a public party. It was like just like our like high school people. She just got like really, really drunk. But I was like taking care of her. And like she got like violent. Like she like punching people, and I was like, oh my God. And then but she was drunk. So like it was difficult to like, control. And she like barfed on my hand. On you? On my hand. I was holding the bag. And she ended up barfing on my hand instead of in the bag. So yeah, that's kind of gross, but you gotta do what you gotta do, Yeah. And it was like a bunch of people helping too. But yeah.
That is pretty crazy. Yeah, I've never had anyone throw up in my hand before, but I'm pretty sure it's disgusting. Yeah. Next one. How tall are you?
5'8", like 172 centimeters.
That's actually really tall.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people were asking that. How tall are you?
Why?
I don't know. I mean, you are really tall compared to like other girls.
I guess. To like Asians, I feel like I'm like very tall. Yeah.
All right, the last question. Favorite tournament?
Like for me to like watch or like for me to be in?
Like your favorite tournament in like
I played.
Yeah, that you played.
Oh, that's hard. Damn. I feel like maybe it was Brazil, like Pan Am's, because I did win. And also like I won singles, and we won team. And like it was really nice there.
Yeah.
You guys stayed at the same hotel? I think you guys did. It's like right by the beach, and there's a swimming pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really nice. Like the beach was really nice too.
Yeah.
So I think that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you, was it? I don't know about you, but when we were staying at the Brazil hotel, yeah, Brazilians don't use blankets, right? Like, did you guys have blankets in your room? Because we didn't have blankets. We just had a sheet, like a thin sheet, and that was it.
I think I had blankets.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
Same thing, and I definitely would need a blanket unless I asked them for blankets.
Yeah, we asked them for blankets in the end. Like we were like, you got to bring us like 10 blankets. This is ridiculous.
That's so weird. Wait, I don't remember that though.
I remember it pretty well because I was struggling. I was like, man, these hotels don't got no blankets.
Apparently,
Apparently, Brazilians don't like use blankets when they sleep. I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah, apparently it's just hot. They just sleep without blanket, like a really thin sheet, maybe. But
Oh, does it ever get cold in Brazil though?
yeah, it's a South American country. It's tropical.
Okay,
maybe not.
I guess not.
But yeah.
Oh, but that's so weird. Like I need a blanket even in the summer.
Yeah, me too. So yeah, but we get through it.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, that is the end of the podcast for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with us. And of course, Happy New Year once again to everybody that's watching. And thank you, Talia, for coming in.
Thanks for having me. This was fun.
Thank you. Definitely everybody go check out Talia's YouTube channel. I will put it in my description down below. And of course, follow both of us on Instagram to find out that embarrassing picture that we're going to post today. And yeah, I'll put that in the description as well. Yeah, besides that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys.